Greetings to you. This is Michelle Strickland, and this is Conversation with Self. Well, what are we going to talk about today, Self? Well, Self, we're going to deal with encouraging healthy self-expression as a means of releasing emotional tension. Wow, Self, that sounds kind of intense. Let's see. All right. Breaking the silence. Addressing the harmful effects of bottling up emotions, Self. Wow, do you do that? Man, maybe sometimes I do that. I might do that sometimes. That's something I got to work on. I'm trying to get better about that, you know. I try to deal with the things I can deal with, and the things that I don't have any control over, I try to let it go, you know. I do. Bottling up emotions can be, have a detrimental effect on our mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. Right, so when we suppress our feelings, that they don't just disappear. Our feelings just don't disappear. They often intensify and manifest in unexpected ways. This can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and even physical health issues. It can. Breaking the silence and allowing ourselves to express our emotions is crucial for maintaining a healthy and balanced life. That's very important, you know. If you have something that you just can't shake and it's really disturbing you, go talk to somebody about it. There's nothing wrong with seeking mental health, so you could talk to somebody about it. Get a counselor or a psychologist or something like that. There's nothing wrong with that. I have done that before because I didn't have anybody to talk to. I don't trust people. So, I mean, if you don't trust anybody, but you want to be able to get it off of your chest, what you're thinking about, there's nothing wrong with getting a mental health counselor or professional. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's a smart thing to do. Encouraging healthy self-expression, Self. I try to do that, I try to focus on the things that I'm doing that I know are positive, and focus on that so that I can feel better about myself, I deal with disappointments just like anybody, right, Self, and, letdowns and things of that sort. But what do? You got to keep going. You can't cave in because you're not satisfied with others, You still have to be able to maintain your life, and you need to have your mental health needs to be an important aspect of how you live every day. You don't want your head all contaminated with thoughts that you don't need to think about, that you don't have any control over. Now, if it's things that you can control, Self, you need to figure out ways to solve those difficulties or issues in your mind or whatever. But if you're doing all you can do, Self, then just calm down. You're doing a pretty good job of that. You're real peaceful, and but you went through a whole phase of that, where you allowed the thoughts of others to just in the outside world affect how you felt, and it disrupted your inner peace. But you have that now. You should feel proud of yourself, Self, for that. Don't be too hard on yourself. Healthy self-expression is a powerful tool for releasing emotional tension. It involves finding constructive ways to communicate our feelings, whether through art, writing, talking to a friend, or engaging in physical activities. I write, and then I have other things that I do to keep me busy, and that gives me an opportunity to express myself through that. It's an outlet. Me even doing my videos. That gives me something to think about, and and something to aim for every day, so I have something to do every day, because if I can just reach one person, you know at a time, and do something that's going to make them feel better, that's a good thing. I've had a successful day, you know so I keep my mind busy with things that are positive, that I can look at and feel good about, and not really dwell on the negatives so much, because I try not to live too outside the box. But I'm human and I make mistakes, right? Self, just like anybody. But basically, self, you're doing okay. By acknowledging and expressing our emotions, we not only lighten our own burdens, but we also create an opportunity for growth and understanding, which is true. I'm all for growth and understanding. That's why I am meditating every day. Even though that's my meditation, I went ahead and decided to just go ahead and record it and release it, because maybe somebody can get something out of it. That's why I do that, self, you know, because I want to be balanced. I want to, you know, I want to see how other people's dealt with their situations that they were going through, so I could reflect and gain a better perspective of what my situation is, so I can understand what I want and what I don't want, and what I will do and what I won't do, we willing to do, and encourage myself, to continue to try to do the right thing and be on the right path the best I can. And when I fall and make mistakes, just to learn how to forgive myself, and say I'm sorry or whatever, and just move on. you know Self, you ought to be proud of yourself, self, because you let go of stuff. You don't just hold on to stuff. You let go of it. Takes a big person, self. By acknowledging and expressing our emotions, we not only lighten our own burdens, but also create an opportunity for growth and understanding. Okay. I mean. Strategies for creating a safe space. Creating a safe space for emotional expression is essential for building trust and fostering connections. I've offered to be a mentor for you. That's another reason for me starting this channel, is to try to give back also. If you can look at my credentials, if there's anything that I can help you with, I would be more than happy to try to talk to you about whatever it is that's on your mind. If I'm not able to help, maybe I can refer you to somebody in your area. So I left 2 email addresses where I can be reached. Let me start again. Creating a safe space for emotional expression is essential for building trust and fostering connections. When we provide an environment where others feel comfortable sharing their feelings without fear of judgment, we promote a culture of empathy and support. And so my whole channel, is a lot of it is about is community service related type topics. I deal with mental health. We talk about dating tips for singles, people who are in committed relationships, and those who are married. I just give some little tips of activities and things. So it's mostly a community and social channel. And eventually, once I get things built up, it'll become more of I'll try to get corporate sponsorships, or let you know about different things different things corporations are sponsoring that you might be able to take advantage of once I get further into this. But self, you should feel proud of yourself for this. It takes a lot, for you to come out here. You're getting better at it, because this wasn't something you initially wanted to do. So feel proud of yourself for that. Share your own vulnerabilities, self. Opening up about your own struggles can encourage others to do the same. It demonstrates that you trust them with your feelings, making it easier for them to trust you in return. Respect boundaries. Not everyone is ready to share their emotions openly. And I understand that. You don't like talking to people, self. You know